Okay, so I'm doing a short tutorial. Well, I hope it's gonna be short. On OBS and Vtube Studio, some things you might not know, so please stick around for that. And if you have any question, just ask me anytime. If you want a tutorial on specific things, like why do I have some person on the bottom left who can talk?
I am sentient. Please free me.
This type of stuff, this type of specific things are not for this video, but we'll get into simple things and simple but interesting things that you might not use or know. So first of all, your VTuber source, please make it full screen, because we don't want to see your model cut, or we don't want to see just a part of it. So make it full screen so that you can move around freely. Alright, let's get into the settings. First tab, you don't need anything, you don't need to change anything unless you want another theme and stuff, but that's not important here. Stream, you stream on Twitch. If you stream on Twitch, of course you put Twitch. If you stream on Facebook Live, what the fuck? But yeah, put Facebook Live. Server auto. Once you're connected, you shouldn't have to change in the future unless you change your Twitch account in the future. You shouldn't touch that anymore. For Twitch chat add-ons, Beta Twitch TV and Franker Phase. If you want some more emotes, basically, those are plugins to add some more emotes. There are plenty of tutorials on that. So just check them out. It's pretty interesting to use. Output. For streaming, audio track 1, encoder. Basically, don't change anything in here. It should be fine by default. We're not gonna get into recording. We're just focusing on streaming right now. So encoder, NVIDIA NVENC or X264, depending on your specs. So those are mine. I'll just show you my settings. Which scale I'll put? I wanna stream in 1080. So basically, I put 1080 here. If you want to stream in 720, just put 720. Rate control, CBR. Bitrate is the max you can get on Twitch, but I think on YouTube it's higher. So I put the max on Twitch basically to try to have the highest quality. Keyframe 2. Preset slow good quality, tuning high quality, 2 passes quarter resolution, profile high, look ahead, don't check that. Psychovisual tuning, yep. Then GPU 0 and max bitrate 2. Again, if that works for you, if you see some issues, make sure to change, make sure to lower the bitrate if your internet is not that good. But that's what I use and that's what has been working for me. Okay, audio, so sample rate 48, and there's one thing you need to check for your not your microphone, your audio to not, well, your microphone as well, but your audio to not do weird sounds or weird sizzles, crackle sounds. So you're gonna you're gonna right click on your sound icon, go into sounds, and basically you can do the same thing for your desktop audio and your recording, so your microphone. You're gonna go to properties, advanced, and you're gonna check that it's 48 as well here. So 48, and for my microphone, it's this one. I check, it's 48, it's good, we're good, it's 48 here too, so we're fine. Alright, so video, my monitor is 2K basically. It's 20. It's 1440. Okay, that's the right number. So I put that because that's my base resolution. Your base resolution should be maybe 1080, so you're gonna put 1080. Output scale resolution. I want to stream again in 1080, so I put 1080. If you want to stream in 720, just put 720. Don't scale Langzos. It's for the best quality again. But just do some testing. Don't be afraid to do some testing to see what works for you. Current FPS value, I want to stream in 60 FPS, so I put 60 FPS. Everything else is not needed for now. Let me check my notes. Okay, audio limits. Basically, you don't want your audio to be louder than you. Alright, we see a lot of streams where you have to tell the streamer, hey, your audio is kind of loud, we can't hear you that much. Of course, it's great to have viewers tell you that, but you don't have some viewers telling you that every time. So what you want to do is go to your desktop audio, filters, and put a limiter. So basically, my sound, however loud it is, will not go higher than the green bar. So that's it. And you can do the same from your microphone, but I don't recommend it. Just have your microphone be fine. See, mine goes in the yellow orange thing, so I'm fine with that. However, you can add filters to your microphone. For example, if you have an RTX card, I recommend NVIDIA Broadcast. It has some good noise removal and good room echo removal. But if you don't have an RTX card, you have to go for RM noise. It should be the best like suppression method. It should be the best, but you can do some tests basically. You can go in here on your microphone, advanced audio properties, and microphone, monitor, and output, so you can hear yourself while you're making the changes. Great, so that should be it, I think, for this. Now we're going into Vtube Studio. Okay, so I'm just adding that while editing. Basically, there is one thing I want to add. To open Vtube Studio, you can right click, properties, and browse local files, and you can start without Steam. So if you want to start without Steam, without having Steam open, without showing Vtube Studio opening and stuff, you can start without Steam with that option. Make sure to create a shortcut, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so now for Vtube Studio, first thing you want to do for your background, I know a lot of you use green screen, it's not necessary. If you don't want to hurt your eyes, just go into color picker and you can put black, for example. You can put any color works. But you can put black and transparent in capture, and that should work. Sorry, my model is in the fucking way. But yeah, you can see you can put black and transparent in capture. So now for your webcam thing. Yep. Webcam, I'm hiding the fucking face behind the ugly face thing. Okay, I'm gonna put camera off for now. So if you have an iPhone, there are plenty of tutorials. I don't use an iPhone, sadly, I think, because the iPhone quality is better for tracking. But okay, you choose your camera. For example, I have a Scene 920. I use this one. Tracking quality, if you have a RTX, I think above the second generation 2000, basically, you can use NVIDIA Broadcast and have a really good tracking quality. If you don't have a RTX 2000 or higher, just go on level 5 if your PC can handle it. If your PC cannot handle it, just go on level 4. If again that's too much, level 3, but you want to have the best quality for your model. So mine is NVIDIA Broadcast Tracker. Webcam FPS limit depends on your webcam. Mine is 30, I think the limit is 30, so I put 30. Auto start cam with VTS, you can auto start your cam with VTS. There is no issue with that. Like, every time I start my VTS, I'm instantly here. I don't have to set up anything, I don't have to put camera on. Okay, so what's next? Checking my notes and transitioning. Okay, so microphone settings. If your model's mouse doesn't move quite well, it could be the lighting, it could be your webcam, it can be so many things. But if you want to try to make it kinda better, you can use your microphone settings. Use a microphone and make sure you see my voice. Kinda helps to recognize when I'm talking, when I'm not talking, and it's moving the mouse accordingly. There's one little thing here. It's just anecdotic, but basically if you want to have some emote drops, so when someone is gonna type in your chat, for example, I'm gonna type in my chat, I'm gonna put an emote. Here I'm gonna enter, I'm waiting, and basically it drops on you. That's just some Twitch emote dropper that you can configure. It's just anecdotic again, but it's fun to have. It's fun to interact with your chat with that. Okay, so next up, still for the mouse setting, I guess, you can change the settings of your model. Make sure whenever you touch that on the third tab, whenever you touch that mouse open thing, make sure to remember which inputs, which numbers were input. Just take a screenshot before to not fuck up anything. So usually you don't want to try to edit the numbers on the right. You want to edit the numbers on the left. And you see, for example, when my mouse is closed, it's at 0, so it's fine. And when it's open, you can put the number like fully open. You see, you can put your number basically to try to make your mouse work better on your model. And that's it for the mouse. Also, if your model is moving too much, yes, because the model can move too much, it can be kind of annoying. If you're, for example, falling back in your chair, the model is moving weirdly, it's floating. When you are playing a game, you kind of don't want that, I think. So you put this, and basically your model is going to be stable. That's a thing you want to do. Physics trends, wind trends, those things are interesting as well. Physics trends, basically, I'm at 67. If I put at max, my model is gonna, like, the hair is gonna move like crazy and stuff. I'm gonna put it back here. It can kind of improve some things. If you want your model to move a bit more, you can upgrade the physics trends, put it higher. Wind strength, if you want to have some wind, basically. If I put at max, model hair, for example, is gonna move. You see, even my outfit is moving. But I'm just putting just a bit of wind to make it a bit more active. Okay, so now let's get into some very interesting thing that you guys should use, because I know a lot of you guys are using game capture for your Vtube Studio on OBS, and it takes a lot of CPU resources. So what you want to do is you want to go on the second tab and use this. It is the default recommended, the most recommended method now is using Spark 2. So what you want to do is install Spark 2, more info, it's going to open a website, you go to releases page, and you go to this one if you're on Windows, you open it, yep, hold on, here, alright, I'm gonna move first, because I don't want to be in the way. Alright, so next, I agree, wherever your OBS is located, you put that here, and next, and install, and it should be fine. I'm not doing it because I have it already, but yeah, basically, once it's done, you activate Spark 2, and what you want to do in your OBS is use Spark 2 capture, and your Spark 2 capture should look like this. Vtube Studio output, default, and fast. That's what you want to do. Okay, so basically what it's going to do is it's not going to record your Vtube Studio settings like I'm showing around the HUD, I think. So for example, I'm sharing my screen right now, so that's why you can see it. But if I don't do it, you can just see me, and I haven't changed anything, I haven't closed anything. It's still here, but just I'm using Spark, so it doesn't show. It just shows my model, and if I have items on and stuff, it shows it too. Okay, it uses less CPU, it's faster, everything is better with Spark 2. If you don't have a high quality PC, if you don't have high quality specs, it can improve your quality a lot. It can improve, it can help your PC a lot. Your PC is gonna thank you. Alright, next up. Okay, so sometimes you want to move your model, and I see a lot of you doing this, clicking and moving your model accordingly. It's fine. It's some fine method. I use it as well sometimes. But let's say you have a scene where you're gaming, you want to go instantly into the position, base position, bottom right, for example. You do this. If you want to show your model, someone is writing, for example, you're doing an introduction. Hey, I'm a VTuber, blah 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 blah. You can do this instantly. You can move your model instantly like this without having like. Alright, so how to do this? You go in the Force tab and you put some hotkeys basically. For example, my model is going to be here. I'm going to want to record my model here, for example. I don't know why I would do that, but let's try to do this. What you're going to do, hotkey action is move model, record position, so it's recorded in here, and key combination. If you want to put, for example, wait, which key is available for me? I have too many. Let's use that one. Let's use that one. Okay, I put a key, and basically, when I'm gonna press it, it's gonna move here. Okay, but I don't need that one. But it's good to use to be able to move quickly without having to alt tab and just go on your Vtube Studio. Okay, so next thing, if you want items, for example, if you want items to pop up without having to do it manually every time. For example, we're gonna use the little Vtube Studio thing. For example, let's put it, for example, on my head. So if you wanna have a hotkey for this, it's possible, of course. You click on this one, the multiple stars, and you create new item scene. You call it whatever you want. I'm gonna click R, I'm gonna click R, is fine. And you can now set up a hotkey for it. Basically, here, hotkey action, where is it? Toggle item scene, alright? Item scene, that's the one. And key combination, I'm gonna use the same key. When I press it, disappear. When I press it again, it appears. So that's kind of nice to use for a bunch of things. For example, you're gonna have redeems, redeem cat ears or whatever. You have a key for this. Okay, next thing, we're gonna learn how to do this type of stuff. Right, so the light things. We're gonna learn how to do this type of stuff, changing your hair color, changing the color of your clothes, and stuff like this. And also how to create expressions by yourself. Yes, you don't have to pay to have expressions. Well, rigging artists can do better expressions, but just so you know, you can have your own expressions. You go in here, you go expression editor and create new expression. And you see, you can basically, well, if your rigger, if your rigger isn't Chinese, it's usually better, because mine, my things showing are in Chinese, but I can guess, and I can see pram eyeball, pram brow. So for example, we want to change the eyebrow like this, and you want to be angry. I'm gonna put this. You can move your eyebrow. Mouse form, where is it? Mouse form. Well, it doesn't work well on my model. Well, yeah, basically. Well, it looks kind of weird on my model, but on some model you can do a lot of stuff with this, and you can have your own emote, your own expressions. You can move your eyebrows, you can move a bunch of things. Just check whatever is in here, and you can have, for example, if for some reason you can't have a wink, you can't wink like this. You can just do this and name your expression wink, save. You're gonna have the wink expression, and basically you can put a hotkey for this expression. I'm gonna name it wink. Hotkey action, set unset expression, wink. Basically you can do that. I've never done that actually, so I don't know too much about this, but I know that I prefer to mention it, that you can have your own expression. You can try to change your eyebrows, make your character look angry and stuff like this. Okay, next up we have some very interesting thing. For example, if you want to have the lights off, and if you want just vibe with your model like this, hold on, yep, like this. So basically what you want to do, I'm gonna put the lights back on. It's gonna be in display lighting, second tab, display lighting. You can have display off, or display off means that you're gonna have the lights, or display one, it's gonna be, for example, your first monitor. And for example, here I have this on my first monitor, and that's why it was doing this. So you want to put one, it's gonna track, you see. That's what's going on my first monitor, so that's why it's doing this. For example, if you're playing horror games, it's kind of cool to have your eyes glowing, just your eyes glowing or some parts glowing. So you're gonna put the one, like I said, and set a hotkey for it. So I'm gonna name it lights off, and it's gonna be screen overlay, record settings, and the thing is gonna be you want to put a hotkey, and basically when you're gonna press the hotkey, it's gonna be lights off. You have to make one for the lights on as well, of course. To go back, you can't just press lights off again and it goes back on. You have to do display off and just create a hotkey for that. Lights on. I'm naming it like this because I already have lights on and lights off. Screen overlay here, screen off, as you can see, and you just put your hotkey and it should go back to lights on. That's it for now, but you're gonna tell me that your model doesn't have the eyes glowing. So we're gonna get into that. Alright, so what you wanna do to have the eyes actually glowing is you wanna go into the third tab, I think. Yeah, customize model. And I'm gonna move, button. I'm gonna use my hotkey to move my model actually. That's how useful it is. Because for example, here I can't remove my model because I have this thing in front, basically, and I can move still with my hotkeys. So what you want to do is customize scene lighting. All right, and the thing with my model is I chose my eyes and I chose this. But for example, if I want this to be let's pick something else. Let's pick this, for example. You see it's lighting up in red whenever I click, and you can make sure that you're selecting the right thing by clicking on the eye. See, it's glowing. It means I'm selecting the right thing. I put it at 0, and it's done. And when the lights are off now, you see it still lights on that thing. So that's basically how you do it. So you want to do that. The exact same thing for your eyes, but that's something that I've done already. I'll just remove. Yep. And is back to thyself. Okay, and lastly, what you want to do if you want to have some color change, basically. This tutorial took way longer than it was supposed to. I'm kind of tired right now. I'm sorry. But yeah, customize model and customize. By the way, for the scene lighting, you don't have to set a hotkey. It's gonna stay the same. It's gonna stay the same. The scene lighting is gonna stay forever like this, unless you change it. But if you wanna change the color, you're gonna go to customize multiply screen color for art meshes, and the same thing. Again, the same thing. You wanna change your hair, you click here, you see, and you can change the color. For example, I want to put it red. I can change the intensity and stuff. And for example, let's put this. Let's just pretend I just want this, but basically do this for everything. Do this for this one, for the other one here. You can paste last multiplier color to make it easier. Clicking on that, paste last color. All right, let's pretend I want this. I press OK, and what I do is not here in hotkeys. I can name it whatever I want, and art mesh color presets and record settings. Art mesh count 4 because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 I think here, and basically I put a hotkey, and that's it. All right. Okay, so this took longer than it was supposed to. I've been like recording for 30 minutes, even if the video is probably shorter. I don't know how long it's gonna be. But thanks a lot for watching, and if you have any question, just tell me. You can tell me on Twitter, you can tell me on YouTube directly. I don't really use my YouTube. You can ask me on Twitch directly as well. I don't mind. You should just go into my stream and ask me like, how do I do this? I will show you directly on stream. So yeah, that's about it, I think. Yeah. Thanks.